We are, hello by the way, we are going to be doing some cosmetic creation today for X mode. Just 1 sec, I'm just sending out some notifications. And then we can get started. Posted a new video 4 months ago. Yeah, is it 4 months already? It's been a while. Videos take time to create. November, so yeah. What is it now? March? I've been focusing on trying to get X mode finished. How's it going in person with dreams? What are you up to? Let's switch over to here. There you go, I can see me. How's the mic sound, by the way? Is the volume good? Turn this down a bit. Is the Twitch stream working? Looks like it's working. Somebody's on Twitch. Alright. Yeah. I just jumped on. I'm gonna do some cosmetic creation. Figured I'd live stream it. Then I can also promote the playtest that's next weekend for X mode. So make sure to check out X mode on Steam. I think I can pin a message somehow. Then I go in message. Yeah. All right. Go over here now. Okay, cosmetics. What are we doing for that? So, let's just click play here. Have the eyeball cosmetics on. So I think I'm gonna work on adding some more of the color variant cosmetics, because they're pretty easy to knock off, I think. If you have any cosmetic suggestions, feel free to let me know. Okay. So for that, we need to make textures, items. We should just be able to open GIMP and make some more gradients. Let's keep always open all the way over there. Blue fade. Should be able to just bring in this, and we gotta change these. Fade areas to a different color. How do you fill the color? Now we need the gradient. What was my list? Red fade. Let's start with red fade. Custom. How do I edit it? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Sit. Okay, here we go. So darker red to how do I change the other color? Is this the other color? Oh, okay. To a lighter. Op. Let's try op. Hey Ollie, what are you doing? I'm working on cosmetics for my multiplayer game X mode. Right now I'm making some cosmetic skins basically. So I'm making a red fade skin right now. Export as op, red fade. Now we got the texture here in Unity. We should be able to bring that in here. Too many folders, resources. Copy the blue fade. I'll have red fade. Pick the red fade. Texture or not. Oh, that's the image. This is the texture. Skin. Unlock level 1, sure, for now. Change this to... Oh, hello. Red fade. Gotta figure out what's the newest ID. For that I go here, I go script object, check cosmetic IDs. It's gonna tell me 48. There's already 48 cosmetics in the game. And now, I think that should be all I have to do. Let's see. Does it show up in the cosmetic menu? Customize items. Pop. It does not. I missed something. What am I missing? I think I have to add it to this list. Yes. Blue fade, red fade. Now it shows up. It's one of these. This one. This one. Ooh. That looks cool. There we go. Now we got the red fade cosmetic. Next is to make the icon for it. So for that, we go like this. We go scenes. We go main, I think. No, not main. Main 2. I named it not very well. Go here. We go items. We go op. Turn that on. We go here to X mode, item cosmetic editor. Throw this in. Pick the red fade cosmetic, set cosmetic. Go here, we go cosmetic. We go to the recorder. Cosmetic image. And we go start record. As soon as that happens, we're good. We should have a screenshot in my images folder. Here it is. Here it is. So now I just got to bring this into Unity, cosmetics, guns, op. Copy the name of this so I can get red fade. It's on my other monitor, sorry. Bring it in here. And I just gotta change this to sprite 2D UI, and I think I gotta check generate minmap, apply. Oh, and change this to single, apply. Yep. And now, the very last step, let's get out of the scene. Change this back to entity. Very last step is to go back to the scriptable object and apply the image. And now, when I play it, should show up. Should show up. Get an accurate preview for thanks for your idea. Yeah, and I think I could automate that better. Probably make a script that could do all what I just did. because it just did take like what 2 or 3 minutes to do that. And I've seen tools for taking screenshots and making icons. There we go. Now the icon's also red. Cool. Because this is gonna get tedious, right? That's why I figured I'd stream it. Then I can talk to people while I do it. Because I gotta do this for every. I've done it already for every cosmetic already, and I gotta do it for all the ones that I still want to do. But yeah, and I'm using the Unity Recorder, which is an asset package from Unity. I think it's called Unity Recorder, which is meant for videos, but it can also take screenshots. By the way, if you're just joining, I'm working on my game X Mode. It's a multiplayer game. Wishlist on Steam. Just search X Mode on Steam. The link's also at the top if you're on YouTube. And we're also going to have a playtest next weekend. So make sure to join the playtest. Just got to sign up for it, and everybody should be let in. Here. X Mode beta playtest. Getting closer to release, I think. But time to do another test. A custom shader that takes top, bottom color to fade automatically instead of separate texture for each fade combo. Yeah, I have thought about that. The problem is that I built it in a way. It's not really a problem. It's kind of just. It's actually probably better in the long run that. It's not just fades that I want to be able to allow, right? I want to be able to allow to put kind of low poly textures like this, or just straight colors. And so it's not actually swapping out the shader or the material. It's just swapping out the texture. So if I had different shaders for the fade, I'd have to swap out the material, right? Which is doable, just the way I've designed it. I swap out the texture instead of the material, so that way I don't have a bajillion materials, which I think is, it's more performant if you keep the same material as well, but it probably doesn't matter that much. Oh yeah, on to the next one. Let's, basically now I want to do red, but for all the other ones, so it should be quicker now though, because I don't have to actually do the fade. I can just find the blue texture and replace. Let's do the G43 next. Pull that into here. Or not. Where's the assets? Textures. Too many folders. Not player cosmetics. Items. Guns. 43. I should be able to just do this. That, paste it over here, just merge it, oh, make sure it's in the right spot. See, I don't know which one's more tedious, making materials for everyone or making textures for everyone. I guess we'll find out. Next. Clock. Is it still my clipboard? Nice. Next. I use one material shader with a switch statement to switch out effect types. Interesting. Right. And then you would just switch that. That would involve some... I guess it would it involve coding, or have you kind of made it in a way that you can like switch it somewhere in the... Would you have to write code for every new cosmetic, basically? Or do you have it somehow in the editor? Red fade. Yep. I don't want to overwrite by accident. I have source control, but... Right, yeah, okay. Export. Next. Hey, Mr. Lonely. Yo. Making some fire cosmetics today. Fire cosmetics, meaning fire as in cool or fire as in red? Because kind of both. Animated effects too. Yeah, so I do have support for more fancy cosmetics as well, but they're more work to make. And I guess in those more fancy cosmetics, you could put like animated stuff and custom shaders. Yeah. I don't know, this is the first cosmetic system I made, so I'm going to make mistakes and learn from it and get feedback from you guys in chat and stuff, and yeah. Okay, well, the cool is more what I was going for. Red cosmetic right now. Open. 484. Open. Basically making other variants of the fade. Right now. And it's kind of tedious, as you can see, so I figured I'd stream it. So I could talk to people. Merge down. And export. By the way, I'm also streaming on Twitch, so if you prefer Twitch, like I prefer Twitch over YouTube, I find its UI is better. I'm also streaming on Twitch. Just look up username on Twitch. Give me a follow there. Because right now, nobody's viewing over there. Did I export? I lost my train of thought. Yes, I did. Okay. Open the next one. How many more guns are there? 2 more. Too many guns in the game. I think there's like 3 or 4 new items since the last playtest, so probably closer to the items that are... We're at the item count, I think, that we're going to have it released. There's maybe 1 or 2 more, but I'm not sure yet. I pass several colors into a buffer. Some effects only use one color, others use multiple. You making like an FPS or what am I doing? What game are you making? The Lost World. Sounds like you have a cosmetic system figured out for it. And the last one, red fade, export, cool, okay, cutting all of them, red, okay. Now, we gotta make the cosmetic files for all of them. Let's open all these folders. We did the op already, let's go to the 43. What was the last cosmetic number? 48, so 49 is the next one. Head. 9. 49. I see I've got support for... I do have support for material switching and model swaps. But I try not to use it because it's a lot more work than just switching out a texture. But who knows, I might be using this more if I want to make fancy looking cosmetics in the future. That's the red one. Next is the Glock. What was the last one? What number was the last one? 49, 50. 50 cosmetics. Oh, not this. No, not this, not this. Glock. Almost 50. Why is still this the... There we go. 50. It's in the wrong one. To fade. Block, fade. Make sure this is still good. 43. Red fade. Block. Red fade 50. Okay. L249, the new LMG. This is 51. Red fade. Hello, LEVR. How's it going? $52. All right. Pitch 2. And 2 more. 70. Red fade 53. One more. What are the other unlock types? So whether you unlock them by getting certain level in the game, or whether you unlock them for on Unity load paid, so some of them will be paid through Steam, and then the other one's just for if I don't want it to be shown right now. It's for like testing cosmetics. Is the game gonna be free? Yes, the game will be free to play, free to play, multiplayer. And then there'll be some paid cosmetics because the game will cost money to run official servers. Yeah, so depending on your player level, which you get by just playing the game, my level is 25, so everything's unlocked, but stuff will unlock depending on your level. And then some will be paid as well. One more. Red. Yeah, so the game's free to play. Make sure to check it out on Steam. Search X Mode on Steam. We're having a playtest next weekend, so if you want to try it out, you'll be able to try it out next weekend. Okay, so now I gotta go to all of these and add it here. You wish list when you get home? Awesome. One more. Okay, so now they should all show in the cosmetic menu. You're working on multiplayer too. How many player position packets do you send to other clients per second? I've heard anywhere from 10 to 60. Position. I'm not too sure. Like, I can set the tick rate of the server. Position. I don't know. I guess I can look at the code. I wrote it so long ago now. I don't remember. Let's open the code while I'm looking here. Items. Got the op one. G43 looks good. The icon isn't up there yet. We'll do that next. But there's the clock. I'm gonna have to somehow make it so I can sort this, probably. Right now I think it's sorted by the item ID. It's a bit random. Everyone looks good. Looks like I didn't mess up. Player movement. Player movement. Do I get to try this? Wait. This screen? Main bar, no coding? Ooh. Look at this fancy screen. What am I looking for here? Music just ended. Fix that. What am I looking for? Send all player position server tick. It looks like it's for every tick. Animation is every 15, or tick rate divided by 15. Physics objects are much less, but actual players looks like they're being sent, their position relation is being sent every tick. So it depends on the tick rate of the server, which could be, anywhere, usually between 30 and up. I think the default's 45 for X mode, 45 ticks. So that's it. Yeah. You always do less, and then do an interpolation on the client, but then it won't be quite as accurate, right? Hit registration probably. Cool. This view works. Okay, let's go back to the other one. What were we doing? We need to make the icons now. Hey, Moon Knight, what's up? We are working on cosmetics, which is kind of boring and repetitive. So it may not be the most interesting to watch, but you can chat, ask your questions like The Lost World just did. And I'm also just trying to promote the playtest that's next weekend. Okay, icons. Change the scene. Getting lost in my own folders. Me too. Saw one of the wireframe cosmetic I tried out there. There's an example, actually, you just missed it, but the wireframe cosmetic is a custom shader. So there you go. I can do custom shaders. So maybe I should have done a custom shader for the fade, because since I have many different variants of the fade. What's the approximate release date of the game? That's the huge question. I'm hoping for like summer or fall this year, which is not very approximate, but it just really depends on when I get to the finish line, and I kind of work on it random amounts, so hard to judge. Sorry for the not so approximate answer once again. Next P. Never too late to completely overhaul the system. It is never too late, but then we never release the game. I've already done it with many other systems. Didn't do that right. What is this? R870 cosmetics. At this point, it's time to hunker down and get the content, enough content for release, and see if anybody actually wants to play the game, because it's kind of just another FPS game. So if there's not much interest, then I'll know that it's time to move on. But if there is interest, then cool, continue working on it. Some is still enjoying working on it, but yeah, it's time to release it and see what people think. How many wish lists? 1,000 and something. Around 1,000, I think. So it could be better, but not too bad. Can't find the number. 1,025. Few hundred sales. Yeah, I don't know, because the difference is that X mode is free to play, so I'm not too sure how it works for free games, because it's not really a sale, it's a play, right? Making it free to play might be a huge mistake, but I feel like if it costs money, I don't know, I feel like the player base is gonna die really quickly. But I don't know, because like there's some free to play games that are, or sorry, paid multiplayer games that are popping off, like Repo lately. But they're different. They're more co-op-y than PvP. What is this? This is the OMG. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Cool. Cool. I guess you do say that every video. Don't I say like cool ×2 or something on every comment you say that? Okay, what have I got? I got G43. Yes. Glock. Yes. I'm looking at my other monitor right now. L42. Yes. M404. Yes. Shotgun. Yes. UMP. Yes. Okay. So now I can bring them into Unity. You thought you missed the play stream. Nah, I'm working on some cosmetics and figured I would stream it and also promote the playtest that is next weekend. Beta playtest. Check out X Mode on Steam. Click the join playtest button. I think I can yeah, check out X Mode on Steam. Click this should be here, join the playtest. And also add it to your wishlist. Why did the bullets disappear in the image in play mode? Bullets. What do you mean bullets? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. That's what you mean. That's a good question. Does the other... It might be a bug. Do the other screenshots have bullets? They do. So I changed something with that broke it. You can look at that right now, but good observation. The Lost World. They in? Yeah, they're not in the screenshot. For that, I think I can just turn off something. I literally just did this and I forget how to... Meg. Oh, where's the script that handles this? Chain spine, there it is. I think I can just turn off this script. Maybe, let's see. Cosmetic. Quarter. Let's delete the previous one. There we go. And go away. Great observation. Thank you. Otherwise, it would have been kind of weird. I guess the last time I took screenshots, I didn't have that set up yet. Basically, that script handles the bullets moving. The chain, bullet chain. And I maybe didn't have that quite finished yet last time I took screenshots. Back to this. Now I have to bring them in and put them in the icons. G43 blue fade. Red fade. Single random map apply. Next block. Definitely gonna have to, like, as I do this more before release, do it with either streaming like this or with a YouTube video or a podcast or something on in the background, because this is going to be tedious. L249. And 44. one more. How much are the cosmetics again? This one's gonna be free. What is this? Ah, dang it, I put on the wrong bloody one. Ugh, I'm gonna make so many user errors while doing this as well. Holy. That's UMP. But I don't know, like I kind of have some ideas for cosmetics that'll be paid. They'll be the more fancy ones, but it'll probably be like $1. It's, you know, it's a low poly free to play game. Like, yeah, like the Ion. Like the Ion probably like $2 Canadian, which is like $1.50 American. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like cosmetics are way overpriced in video games nowadays. When you see how much work it is to create them, maybe you'll appreciate more the cost of those cosmetics in like Valorant and hey Aya, how's it going? Zach attack xzippyzachx. Hey Aya, thanks for stopping in. I'm on Twitch too, Aya. Nobody watches me on Twitch for some reason. If you prefer Twitch. Used to be $0.25 per life. True, Aya. Yes, true. I'm assuming Aya's talking about like an arcade. So yeah, I appreciate cosmetics in video games because I can see how hard those fancy cosmetics are to make, especially the ones with crazy animations. But they're also expensive for pixels in a video game that mean basically nothing other than to show off to your friends. So yeah, I don't know. Because I kind of chose to go down the free-to-play route with X mode, which maybe was a mistake, we'll see. I still need some sort of revenue stream in order to keep online servers on, official servers on. And I'm assuming the player base isn't going to be too big, if any at all, so it probably won't actually cost me that much money. But if the game like explodes, I need to have some sort of stream. You know what I mean? In case the game explodes. You're now on both, Iception. YouTube yelled at me that you were live. Yeah, YouTube seems to be the only kind of... Like Twitch, I don't think it really... Twitch, you almost have to get somebody to follow you, and then you show up on the side when you're live. Whereas YouTube, if you're a subscriber, obviously you're going to show in your feed, so... You worked on a free-to-play multiplayer game? And was in charge of cosmetics. How did that go? Like, was there issues with it being free-to-play? Did that really hold it back, or did that really push it forward? Were the cosmetics important in making it sustainable? Are you gonna make a battle pass for cosmetics? I've thought about that, but again, also battle passes are kind of like in every game. There is kind of a battle pass. The level you are in the game depicts when you unlock the cosmetic, but it's kind of not really thrown in your face as a battle pass, right? You made the most money for the game through in-game ads. Ads? So was it a mobile game? What game is it? I feel like I've like you've talked about this before, but I forget what game it was you've worked on that was multiplayer, free to play. Slapshot. I've played that. That was it. Yes. I've played Slapshot, I think, right? I played it like with my friend because he likes hockey. Yeah, I played Slapshot. I played 30 minutes of it. It was fun. So you worked on that? That cool. It was fun. There were like ads on like billboards or something. Were there? Like were there ads along the boards? Yeah, ads around the boards. Yeah. Thought Steam doesn't allow in-game ads. Is that a thing? Yeah, I thought this game was really cool. I really liked it because it's pretty physics-based, right? I found it kind of hard because of that, but probably with practice, you could get good at it. Very positive. 83%. You guys, yeah, you did pretty decent. For that many reviews, you had a decent player base, or you have a decent player base. And do you know, was the networking for Slapshot all client hosted, or was it just using Steam client hosted networking? I've completely lost my train of thought. What was I working on? Icons, I think. I'm not good at this streaming thing. I don't do it enough. I still have to do the shotgun. Sorry, it's on my other screen because I don't want to show all the... I don't want to show all the images on my computer. I think that's a mistake about to happen. Shotgun. This is not the right thing. Hello, come on. Here we go. It's not a shotgun, that's a UMP. Get out of there. Third-party servers. Okay, so it was third-party servers, so meaning that there was some sort of dedicated server stuff going on. How much money you want from this game? Me? I don't expect any. Like I said, because it's free to play. I've talked about this in one of my YouTube videos, that I think the cosmetic YouTube video, that the goal isn't really to make any money. It's to just make sure that I can keep the game sustainable if it does get a player base, right? So that means being able to keep some servers online, which I could keep like one server online for indefinitely. Like, it won't cost me that much. And technically, if I just use my YouTube ad revenue, it would pay for it. But if it grows immensely in player base, then we have an issue. So it's almost like I don't want it to be successful. Obviously, I want it to be successful, but if it becomes successful, then I need to make sure I have my butt kind of, you know, in check, which is this cosmetic system, hopefully bringing in some revenue. I am getting lost in my folders like usual. Cosmetics. Red fade. Support for peer-to-peer hosting. Yeah, so there's it's not really peer-to-peer, but client hosted through Steam networking. Yes, it's working. It's maybe not, it's definitely not as reliable as a dedicated server, but how much are servers? Depends on how well I want it to perform. It's maybe like $10 a month per server, so it's like $10 for 20 or 30 person server a month, which I'm not sure if that's expensive or not. Some people it might seem expensive. Doing multiplayer physics game was a lot. Getting it to sync and feel good for everyone is tough. Yes, physics for sure. A game like Rocket League benefits from a giant ball. So yes, I played a lot of Rocket League, and it has its networking issues. But yeah, when you have an object that more than one person is like interacting with, networking gets hard. As I'm sure you know, because I know you've touched some networking stuff. Because of time travel, you know, it's in a different position on everyone's screen slightly. So how do you figure out who takes authority when you both touch it, right? Yeah. You want to be successful with people that purchase cosmetics so that it is self-sustainable. Yes, Crichton. Yes. Aya here is wild. Yes, Aya is wild. I lurk in his streams. That's probably why he showed up. I lurk in a lot of people's streams, though. I just tend not to stream that much because I tend to work on the game like in small, like 1 hour or less spurts, because I'm pretty busy with other stuff, so. And streams usually benefit from being longer, I think, so. But I figured I'd jump on this afternoon and do some streaming and promote the playtest for X mode, which is next weekend. Wishlist on Steam. Click the join playtest button. Because I think it'll send you an email when I allow everybody in. Okay, did I miss anything? Because I've been talking while doing this. Bro's a lurker. In Twitch and YouTube streams, yes, I'm a lurker. What else you got cooking? You mean like in the game? I think there's like 3 or 4 new items in the game since last time. Obviously, lots of cosmetics. I think this is actually probably going to be the biggest update in a while. Let's see here. Red, yes. Red, yes. Red, yes. Red, yes. Ah, I messed up the Glock. Dang it. And UMP. I messed up the UMP too. Dang it. Yeah, I can look at the list. Release notes. Yeah, release notes. Yeah, lots of additions. 1, 2, 3, 4 new items. A new game mode as well. Point hold. Secrets. Some moderation stuff. Keybind stuff. Not very interesting. Lots of tweaks, changes, improvements. Lots of improvements. Trying to get it polished up. Big improvements to the AI as well, I think. They work in all the game modes, I think, now. And some fixes. Yep, and now more cosmetics as well. I'm not listing cosmetics in the change notes, but yeah. So that's what we've been cooking for X mode. Oh, you mean outside X mode? Just work. You know, I got full-time work. I got a video game addiction. Yeah. That's what I'm cooking. Outside of X mode. Does Steam cost money to update? No. Like I said, it's just $100 flat fee. And I think you get it back once you make a certain amount as well. Okay, I messed up the UMP and the shotgun. What did I do wrong here? Red fade. I just didn't assign it. Yeah. I'm too busy talking. There we go. After 1K, you get it back. Yeah. So see if we get to 1K. Probably not on $1 cosmetics. Customize items. Shotgun, we're good. And UMP, we are good. Awesome. So that's the red fade for all of them done, I think, right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, okay, cool. Next. Check that off on my list. Currency for it? Nah. It'll just be through Steam. I don't again, another thing that I don't really like is I don't like it when you have to buy a currency in the game and then buy something in the game with the currency. First of all, that's like prone for issues because I don't want to mess up those systems because it's messing with currency that you've used real money for, right? So if there's a bug with that and your money just disappears or something, that's not good, right? And also they almost hope that you buy the currency and then you don't use it. Green fade, pink fade. What should I do next? Green, pink, or purple? That's what I have on my list. You did that in Slapshot? There's in-game currency? No pass as well, right? Yeah, I don't think I'll do like a game pass. maybe. But again, kind of, I don't know. Emerald Fade, so green. 1 vote for green. Pucks. Haha, that's a good name for currency. I approve of pucks. You're allowed to have a currency since it's called pucks. I'm telling you, there's just some aspects of game dev that are so fascinating. Networking is definitely one of them, yes. It's a pain though, yes. And to get it to work despite it being implemented in so many games, yes. Yes. To get it implemented and to get it implemented well. Which I think Xmo does a pretty good job. The hit registration is still a little off. Sometimes there's some elastic banding that happens. Hopefully people won't notice it too much. Hey, BK. Welcome. Okay, I've only got 1 vote for green, so we're going to go with green. Green. Red fade, red fade, red fade, red fade, red fade, red fade. I should be able to just do what I did before here. Select them. You want a 10 games of making Unity games video, please? So it would be just a repeat of my 5 years, and then 5 years of making 1 game. So I've kind of started like the pre-production script and stuff for a 5 years of making a single game in Unity, that being X mode, which will basically just be the recap of X mode start to finish. And it is May this year that is the 5 years anniversary, which is nuts, which is why I need to get it released, because I need to either get it released and have some actual players playing it or move on to something else. But yeah, I have a 5 years of making a game in Unity video kind of in the works, early stages. But one thing we did with the game was have a supporter pack where you got a bunch of cosmetics from like a $5 bundle. It was a big chunk of our revenue, honestly. Supporter pack. I was thinking about like just a $5 or $10 to unlock all cosmetics in the game forever into the future and ever. Something like that was kind of what I was thinking. And then also you could buy single cosmetics if you just want like a single cosmetic. Or also I'll bundle things like, for example, the Ion skin that I've made for the M4. I'm planning on doing for many other items. So I'll put all the Ion skins in a bundle for like $3 or something. So like the Ion for the M4. I'm gonna make that for I think 3 other weapons, and then that skin will go in a bundle. Something like the wireframe as well. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a paid one or not because it kind of looks cool. But those might all go in a bundle. But yeah, like a bundle for just a bunch of cosmetics, or even all the cosmetics, something like that might be a good idea. Yeah, supporter pack type thing. Basically, it'll be then just like you're buying the game, but you can also play it free to play, or you can buy it right and get all the cosmetics unlocked. So there's no cosmetics then, no in-game purchases. What do I got these googly eyes on? Put the beard on. Turn off that again. Okay. Back to, we got distracted. Back to here. Are the skins per gun? Yeah. Yeah, per gun. That's why I would do like a pack, right? The Ion skin you get for all the guns or whatever. I don't know. The skins are per gun in most games, right? Sometimes there's global skins, I guess. Like these Fade ones are technically global skins. Yo, I wish listed it. Thanks, squids. Make sure to sign up for the playtest. Gonna work and lurk, so get some stuff done, yes. That's usually what I do in your stream and in many other streams, is I work and lurk. And if I hear something interesting, I type a message in chat type of thing. If you give all future cosmetics away for free, you remove your possibility of your whale players who buy every cosmetic. Yeah, but $10, like you just get $10 from a flat. That's a pretty good deal in my opinion. Right? Yeah. And don't really think I'm going to get that whale of players. I don't know. It was like about halfway through development of X-Men, I realized that the idea isn't really, there's nothing really innovative about it, so it probably won't do too well, but I decided to continue working on it because I enjoyed working on it. And yeah, we'll just wait and see, I guess. But there are other FPS, free-to-play FPSs that are pretty successful on Steam, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, did I not click enter? What? Imp. There we go. That'd be a better way of doing this. File, save as, op. No, not save as, file, export as. Green fade. Make the green color pop. We're gonna see what it looks like in game, and then we'll decide if we need to change it. I love JS or just watching or listening stuff while I game dev too. I'm watching this while I develop my game. Yep, that's what I do too. Basically just like hanging out. Okay, so now I can just check to make sure it looks good on the op. And then if we need to tweak it to make it more poppy like Crichton did or not. Green fade. I wonder what item ID I need. X mode. Check cosmetic IDs. We need 55. Now we just need to go to the op. Add it here. Now it should show up in game. Customize items. I mean, it looks pretty good. What do you think, Crichton? Are you still there? Lighter on the bottom. Arthur Morgan from Blue Alive Salvation? What? Arthur Morgan from Blue Lives Salvation. Only Arthur Morgan I can think of is from Red Dead Redemption. Lighter green on the top. Really? It should be dark to light, I think. You want this to be lighter? That's supposed to be greater than? Red Dead Redemption greater than? You think this should be lighter? I feel like that gets rid of the fade then. Actually, I think I need to. No. I figure out a better way to do this. Also, I don't really understand this fading thing. Oopsies. It was a terrible joke that just went right over my head, I guess. Well, maybe it was a good joke, but it went right over my head, whatever it was. Why is this not doing anything? What am I doing wrong? Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I have to click here. Oh, that's how I do it. Thinking it's this color that's doing it. Thinking like more like that color? Disney movie? Oh, the music. This is... What is this? This is... Minecraft... What's that Minecraft game? Minecraft Legends Lo-Fi. Not Snow White. Yeah, I've heard the Snow White movie's not going too good. This is a bit of a pain to switch. Whoa, it's way brighter. Almost washes it out. I could flip it, but then it doesn't really match the other ones, right? It's dark to light. Honestly, I think it was better before. Now it's just way too bright. What was that sound? Super chat. Crichton just bought a skin for one. What is that? Pound or euro? Let's see what this looks like. I like that. That looks good. Because you can actually see that this is lighter than up here. How's that, Crichton? Thanks for the $1 super chat, by the way. British pound. That looks good. Okay. Gonna pop him back later. See you, Moonlight. 1:30 a.m. where you're at. Time to go to sleep. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I can't be too picky because I gotta keep moving on. Okay, time to go into autopilot mode here. Get these done. Export. Oh, this is going pretty quick. Any cosmetic ideas, by the way, are welcome. And that can be item or player cosmetics, sorry. Realize all these things didn't get merged down. Did I export this? Yes, I did. I've got a little bit of a list, but monocle, right, that's on the list. Like, why is there a loading bar in Unity for copying? Unity. Green fade. Green fade. Not green. Green. 57, right? Next one is 58. Crown for getting to level 100. A crown. There you go. I gotta write that down. Crown. That's not on my list. Head cosmetic crown. Crown. Could be a high level crown. A 10-foot tall white cowboy hat. Why 10 foot tall? From fairly odd parents. If you haven't seen it, I have not seen that, so I do not get the reference. 10 foot tall. This thing, I have seen this cartoon before. This guy's hat. Cape. Maybe. Might be a bit static though. Cape usually flops around. I don't know how I would. I don't know about this one. Because it would glitch through the map. But there is a cowboy hat. It's not white though. You can like super chats? Aren't you supposed to write a message in the super chat? Space helmet. That'll do good with the space station map. I'm writing these down, Space helmet. What was the other one? Cape? Maybe. I don't know about that one because that one might be a bit tricky to get looking right. Pirate hat. Sure. Yeah. We have a cowboy. Yeah. Pirate hat. Yes. Monocle. I didn't have that. I have lots of hat stuff. I need more body stuff. Where was I here? 249. Green fade. Cosmetics. 758. Green fade. This is 59. Knight armor. Mustache, like the Pringle? Huh? Like the Pringle? Is that a type of mustache? Oh, yeah. So just a mustache. There's a beard. Probably do just a mustache. Knight armor, maybe. Might be a bit bulky. Cardboard box. Kind of like the cardboard box idea. Just a box. I mean, I can write these things down. I can try them. If they don't look right, they don't look right. Always can try them though. Kelp mustache. Body stuff. Just stuff that goes kind of from the neck to the waist. can't really go around the arms. So it's almost like just the torso headset, like a gamer headset. Headphones. Yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if that would be head or face. That would be head, I think. A bandolier? What? I've never heard that word before, but that's a thing that like holds ammo? What? It's like what the Wild West use? Hold all the ammo? Shotgun shells? Chewbacca uses it. Chewbacca. He's got like a satchel. $59. $60. Is this what depicts the order? I wonder. I don't think so. But I could make this depict the. I'm just thinking out loud here. How I can order the how the cosmetics appear in the UI. Okay, I just have the UMP left, I think. $61. And with that, we have them all assigned. $61, $60, $59, $58, $7, $6. Actually, I think this tool just checks to make sure there's no overlapping. Yep. What about a fridge helmet? Like a small mini fridge? I don't know about that. Okay, they should all appear now. Fishbowl. That's not a bad idea. That'd be a bit tricky, especially to get like decent looking water, but fishbowl. Throw it down. Well, this will be nice. We'll have a bunch of colorful cosmetics for, yeah, see, yeah, these are just a random order. I don't really understand how this is ordered. I think this is ordered, maybe it's alphabetically of the item key. It's weird that the green one's up here for these ones. G. Blue would come first. Blue fade. I don't know how it's ordered. Cool. Works for all of them. Okay, we just got the icons to do, and then it's good for the green fade. Then I think we'll work on some model to switch it up because it's getting pretty boring. Belt, fishbowl, belt. Yeah, some sort of belt. It's kind of boring though. A belt. Unless it's some interesting belt, I guess. Our music is done. Ooh, not that. Not this one. I like this one. Next. Are you still at the top of the leaderboard, Crichton? Nope. Not including me. I don't really count. We got some work to do next weekend. I don't think you even played the last one, did you? Oh, you did, because you have some stats. Gotta work on that KD. I don't know. His KD's not really much better. We start sift one of the ones that found an exploit. I forget. 143 games. I don't think Rio played much. The fact that he has 143 games makes me think that maybe he did find a... I'm pretty sure he told me what it was, but how many games do I have? 200. Yeah, it's kind of sus. I think I fixed most of those exploits, but if there are more, please let me know. Did I get the screenshot? I think I did. Yep. Next. I should maybe write a script to do this. Shouldn't be too hard. I gotta add like an array here. I put all these items in the array, and then I make it loop through them all. Take a screenshot. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sure I'll be able to do that because this is tedious. I was able to exploit in over 10,000. Wait, he said that? When did he say that? Did he say that in Discord or somewhere else? I was able to exploit in 10,000 XP though. Yeah, okay, so then you're in first technically. What is this thing complaining about? The loading bar every time the record is also doesn't help. There's gotta be a way to maybe take a screenshot without recording, without starting the game. But the problem is I want to start the game in order to get the lighting all correct. So I don't know. Actually, I just do it while the game's. I click the game play once, and then the recorder can. Then the script runs. It switches between them. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. At some point, is making a script to take screenshots automatically. Let's skip this tediousness. I can even make him name them too as well, properly, so I have to name them. Yeah, because I just did it there without stopping the game. Cool. Didn't keep the... Oh. Okay, now I just gotta update all the names. Probably even import it in here with proper settings. I'll get my KD up. I don't know why it's so low. Getting wrecked by bots or something. What did I do? Maybe for the G43 I completely did the wrong thing. This is the correct one. Can I like increase? Yeah, increase the size here so I can see them. Glock's right, 243's right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we still have this one. Why is your KD so high? Probably because I do things like freeze bots and shoot them. Or shoot bots in the lobby when they can't even shoot back. Oh wait, the bots? No, because bots don't count towards your stats, I don't think. Probably just because I'm good. Do bots count towards your stats? I'm pretty sure I made it so they don't. Is my KD 4? Sounds good. Last one. Let's just say it's because I'm good. That is everybody, I think. Okay, so now let's just assign them. Just stack down small. Green fade, speed. Should be able to just click here. Boop. Green fade. Next, cosmetics, green fade. Boop. Green fade. Speed, speed. Boom. Get the heck out of here. Let's click play. Let's change this back to how it should be. Green fade, green fade. Green fade. Green fade. Green fade. And green fade. Cool. So now we got RGB. Red, green, blue. Okay. I think that's good enough for the fades for now. Let's do a model. Let's do a model. Let's look at my list here. Let's open Blender. That's not Blender. What? Just open. There we go. On the list. What's on the list? So green fade I can check off with that. I've got cat ears, crown, headset. Thinking one of the easier ones. Monocle. How can I update that? Cardboard box. What do you think? See ya, gaming shortcut. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Crown. I kind of like the crown idea. Let's... Crown. Cat ears. Sure, cat ears. We can do cat ears. What am I looking for? Holy character. Got the top hat. Turn that off. Actually, let's duplicate it first. Nope. And then turn it off. Cat ears. Cat ears. Delete everything. Cat ears. Nope. Is that actually? Oh, no, I don't want to do that actually. Shoot. Top hat. I need to create a new material. Cat ears. Add a mirror modifier. Let's add a cube. Nope. In edit mode, add a cube. Kitties. Kitties. Just kind of the vibe I'm going for. Getting distracted by all the cat images. Meow. Hey, the fabulous raptor. I think we'll just go with the classic black. Maybe some pink inside of it. Which is basically like this. Hello. We're getting into a dangerous territory here. I'm gonna just stop before I see something dangerous. Okay. What is going on with the shape here? Problem is his head is really tall. Get some depth. Actually, I probably need. I want to add pink on the inside. I need to like. What am I doing here for that? Needs to be pointier. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Horizon Eclipse Studios. How's it going? Do these even look like cat ears? I don't know. Cosmetics, head. Cat ears. Yo. Need black, sure, and then we need like a pink. Oh, no, not that. Pink. Seen all the devlogs, but don't remember. Can you change color of body, or is it always blue? So the color of the body is dependent on the team color. I think I want to keep it that way. That's the main indicator what team you're on in the team game modes, right? And that's also why the cosmetics shouldn't cover the body fully for the most part. Is so that you can still identify what team they're on, right? What am I doing? Textures. It's T. Why is it not let ordered out? Oh, it's ordered by order modified date, that's why. Holy, that was complicated. Aha. Those look more like rabbit ears or something. Let me just tweak this. So what doesn't look right here? There's like the angle. I'm looking at reference on my other monitor here, but angle isn't quite right, I feel. Rabbit ears are much longer, true. So hopefully I'm not giving rabbit vibes. Not the tie. Does it give cat vibes? Or is it look nothing like cat? This here doesn't look right. I think it needs to come to there. Whoa. What's happening? Getting there. Well, let's bring in an engine in a sec just to see how it looks in engine with the lighting and everything. Fix geometry a bit. Might actually help it here. Okay. Okay, opens. You can see my keybinds bottom left. Might be a little small, but... Okay. Opens a knife. Oh, you have to be in edit mode. Okay, opens a knife tool. It's kind of useful sometimes, but you can also mess up. Like, you can't cut. If you cut like this, it's gonna, like... You click enter to do it, but you see how that, like, it went across everything. Between 2 points is pretty good. Okay, let's bring in an engine. We can always tweak it later. I feel like there's almost too much pink. I'm looking at cat right now, and it looks like the shape of a cat ear. Maybe they're too big. It seems too small now. We'll leave it at that. Maybe I need to curve it a bit. Anyways, we'll leave it at that. Cat ears. Let's export this. File. Export. FBX. Check. Check. Models. Hair cosmetics. Head. Cat ears. Boom. Looks good. Looks good for now, at least. Now we go into the model. Let's make sure it's good. I think I gotta turn off all these extra things. No, I don't want the rig. No, I don't want animation. And for the material, I gotta go make it. Cat ears. See, the layer cosmetics will have their own material. Cat ears. Back to the model. Cat ears. Hello, cat ears. This one. And now we gotta go to make the prefab. Prefab. Layer cosmetics. Head. Let's duplicate the top hat. Hat ears. And bring in the model. Delete the top hat one. Now we gotta make the scriptable object. Resources. Lots of steps, lots of steps. We need to get what the next cosmetic ID is. 62. Just need to change cat ears. Change the prefab. Level 5 right now. That to like 10 or something for now. And let's just make sure it looks good. Do I need to put it anywhere? Okay, let's just play and see. Do I need to put it anywhere? I forget. Holiday cosmetics, yep. There's a Santa hat and there's a pumpkin. Santa hat, pumpkin. So yeah, they'll be more like holiday type cosmetics. Uncle Sam top hat or pilgrim hat. Ooh, it actually looks pretty good in engine with the lighting. I'm kind of happy with that. Like, it looks pretty decent in engine with the lighting and the cavity effect. Kind of looks like mouse ears too, maybe. I don't know. Gift box with a bow. Maybe a bow? A bow? Ooh, a bow, a flower. Like, what do they call it? A flower wreath? Bow. Or maybe a bow. Actually, let's do a bow for the body. Like a bow around your waist, kind of. Maybe. Something to do with flowers would be cool. I'm just gonna type flowers just for now on my list. You know, something to do with flowers. We got the cat ears. We just gotta get the screenshot so it's not just a top hat. Let's get the screenshot. And then I just gotta, then we'll test it in game as well. Okay, tell the server what cosmetics. Let's go get the screenshot. So it's me. What is this music? Okay, it's still just a bit weird. I'm gonna go. You're gonna see how it looks. Wait, what? You just saw, didn't you? Flower crown. Yeah, that's the word. Are you going or not, Creighton? Or what are you waiting to see? I gotta put it in here. Head. Cat ears. Nah, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. Thai food. Nice. Enjoy. It's like circus music. It's like a Minecraft something remix. Minecraft pixel remixes. Our cosmetics send across server. It's just an int because they all have an ID, right? With the server, I talk about it in my cosmetic YouTube video if you haven't seen that. But the player cosmetics have an ID basically, and so it's just an int that gets sent across the network, and the server checks like, are you the right level to have this cosmetic, or do you own this cosmetic on Steam type of thing as well. So you could probably hack it to show for yourself if you didn't actually unlock it, but other players won't be able to see you having it. Hello? Oh no, paste. What's something about the cosmetic side? Shades, I guess. Yeah, so let's move them up a bit. Closer to the camera a bit. Shades. About the same size as the googly eyes, yep. About the shades. Where'd the shades go? First one. Maybe a little bit closer. Up a bit. Okay, that's good. Now take a screenshot. Whoop. Interesting. My goal is to eventually make a multiplayer game that is useful information. Yes. There's lots to making a multiplayer game. So it's a good goal to have, but definitely, you know, make sure you've reached lots of other goals before that, because it's kind of a later game dev goal. And I've been doing this for almost 10 years, so as a hobby. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Lost track of thought. What am I doing? Okay, I got the screenshot. Yes, it's over here. Now where do we gotta put it? We gotta put it somewhere. Turn it off here. Let's get out of this scene. And let's go to the images. The music ended. Cosmetics, player, head. Do you have a Discord exclusive skin for people who join Discord? I don't, but maybe. You can make a Discord like a purpley skin or something that's like for Discord. There'll be skins that people who were playtesters in alpha or older will have. So unfortunately, if you hadn't already playtested the game, you won't get that skin. But maybe there'll be a beta playtest skin, which is the next playtest as well. Still a beginner. Waiting till I understand better. Yeah. Yep. Lots of resources on YouTube to learn how to do game dev stuff for sure. Music is done. More music. Screenshot. I'm getting sidetracked. Head, top hat. We want head, cat ears. Boom. Single. Awesome. Now we just gotta do the head. Cat ears. Cat ears. Boom. Let's see here. X mode. Play. Customize. Nice, get the cat ears in here. So if I set the cat ears to like level 100. Yeah, see, now they're locked. You can still view them, but as soon as you go out, it goes back to the last one you had selected. Set that back down to 10. Like 15 maybe, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, I'm gonna tweak all those before release. Keep them kind of low for the playtest so people can actually get them. Cool. Starting to fill up the player cosmetics as well. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the head. Items, quite a few now. Let's make sure they work when we actually play. For that, I just need to export some of this to the server. Export package. By using the built-in URP or HDRP, I'm using the... Why did it select so much? No. There we go, I just want this folder. I'm using URP. Universal render pipeline. I just saw my other monitor. Import, make sure everything green fade, red fade. Yep, and cat ears. Import. Okay, now the server should have the information as well. Let's start the server. And let's start and immediately join. I think that's going to be it for cosmetics for today. After we check them out here, connection failed. Nice. What the heck? What's wrong with the server? Restart Unity. Where the server? Why did it do that? By using Unity 6, how is it compared to previous versions? I was afraid they'd add a bunch of AI stuff. No AI stuff that I can find. I think most of that is like in a package or something. So as long as you don't install the package, it should be good. So which is good. Then you can choose whether you want to use it. I don't know. There's still insane loading times. But everything else seems to be fine. There's been some bugs, but I like engine bugs. Why is it still not working? There were some engine bugs, but I just had to update to another version of Unity 6 and it fixed itself. There we go. Now it's working. But yeah, I went to Unity 6 for being able to open multiple windows to test multiple multiplayer sessions was a big thing. Even though I was using a package for that before, but I wanted to try the official Unity one. There were some other reasons too. Being able to remove the splash screen, I think. And there's like the fees changed, like the fees you have to pay Unity kind of changed, but I know it doesn't really affect you. There was that whole situation like a year or two ago, which was just a big mess up on Unity's part. I should have the cat ears. Yep, I have the cat ears. Cool. Nice. And now if I give myself M4, I should have that in green as well. Yep. It's good. Looks a little bit darker in game. So I should give top. Any gun. That's the sword. Oh, this one doesn't have it on. What? Smoke grenade. Why doesn't the LMG have? Did I just not have it on it? Oh, that'll do it. Let's try the red one on a few. Yeah, I was definitely very stupid of Unity what they did with that. Yeah, it wasn't a very smart idea. But they kind of rolled it. They rolled it all back, and yeah. That's the flag. Why is my hand not showing up? There's this. There's red. Yep, that's red. Red looks good. It's a little bit less fadey than it could be, maybe. What was the other one I picked? Is it this one? Nope. This one. You can see the fade on that one. What is going on with the edge there? Maybe that's just the low resolution. Anyways, I think that's pretty good. What was that? What have I been streaming for? Like 2.5 hours. So I got 2 color cosmetics for every weapon in the game. And then we did a cat ears cosmetic as well. And I think it went slower because I was kind of distracted by chat. Awesome. This is the new G43 weapon, by the way. And this is the new L249 LMG. Oh, the audio isn't on. Cat ears look great, by the way. Thanks, Lost. Thank you very much. They're pushing out built-in render pipeline, and I refuse to use shader graph. I like writing shaders in code. You can still write shaders in code in URP, pretty sure. Yep, you can write shaders in code because I have shaders that are code. I have both shader graph and regular like HLS shader files. Awesome. Okay, thanks for joining. I think I'm gonna call it for now. I'm gonna go do something else. That's how I don't get burnt out, is I kind of work on it in smaller sessions. This is the new game mode as well, point hold, and the new game mode icons, which I'm pretty happy about. Cool. Yep. I will see everybody later. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you in the playtest on Steam next weekend. This time next weekend I'm going to be streaming as well, but it will be kind of just streaming game, like people playing. Pull up a shader in code. Geometry grass. I didn't write this shader. I got it from somewhere and then tweaked it. But this is like the shader for the grass. So it's a dot shader file. Like you can still do regular shaders. Don't worry about that. In Unity 6 you can still do it. That's the shader that does stuff for this grass. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for joining the stream. And I will catch you next time, which will hopefully be the playtest next weekend. Cool. See you guys.